can't feel my bowel movements.
Just... holy sh**. This is a plot twist that M. Night Shyamalan wishes he could have thought of.
But then again, if he did use this, that would be silly.
Although, since the characters had been foreshadowing this with the references to giant turtles, I was still surprised by this, and given the show, that's saying a lot. Oh, and they also found out what happened to Uncle Cherry, as well as the now stoned Aunt Mark. The impact of this revelation lives for only a bit since Mendow's plane surprisingly runs out of fuel.
No choice, we're going back. Going back to Tomobiki? Where else, Megane? What do you want me to do? Land on Cherry's head?
The pack makes it back to Ataru's house, and what are they going to do now with their newfound knowledge? They just go along with it and try to survive in a strange world they now find themselves in, riding on the back of a giant rock turtle through space! Megane explains in his usual self-absorbed monologue about the situation everyone has found themselves in. The entire population has disappeared unless you're a regular Urusei Yatsura character. The whole world became post-Hiroshima 2 in a matter of days, aside from Ataru's house not even given into the ruin, and it even still gets functional utilities. A nearby convenience store doesn't even crumble either, and it seems to have an endless stock of food for the survivors, and the newspaper is delivered daily.
Why are they just going along with it? If there are buildings collapsing left and right, and the Moribushi's house still has water and electricity, and the nearby store doesn't seem to be running out of beef balls, I think I would be the first one up with a hand to say, hey, guys, I know this just might sound crazy, but is this even normal?
Oh yeah, sure, just go on and ignore the blatantly obvious irregularities surrounding you guys. Well, actually, just being high school students and really not knowing what to do with this, I suppose just having fun would be the first choice you could make. Society has been reduced to mere nothingness overnight, so why wouldn't being free and enjoying it be the first thing coming to their minds?
Man, seeing these guys have so much fun without a single worry? Is this what I'm missing out on? Just confining myself to this bad review after review? Well, not anymore! I'm now gonna go live life on the edge! World, here I come! Woo! Here's my life's biggest lesson. Don't drink pure alcohol mixed with gasoline and then get in a car with Spike Spencer. Ow, my head.
Of course, this illogical reality does come back to bite the group's happy days when Shinobu and Ryunosuke go missing and reappear as Stone Pillars 2.
Setting aside my uncle, there's Ansa and Mark who discovered our predicament, plus Shinobu and Ryunosuke at whom Ataru made passes. Any way you look at it, I'm next.
Using her own reasoning, Sakura, Mendao, and Ataru get together that night for tea, pebbles, cigarettes, and giant rounded turds, where it turns out that at least some of them still have common sense about their suddenly warped reality.
And if you're wondering why I'm not reviewing much at this point, I got nothing wrong with this. This is just fine right here for the moment.
Our lives are without inconvenience, but that's not all. In order to make things convenient for us, this world has been turned totally upside down and made more nonsensical than words can describe. The existence of a world like this is physically impossible. Since it does exist, then it's only in a dream, right?
The most perfect solution these guys can come up with for their world is that it's all a dream, and yet it only took the guys who were ignoring it and having fun just like a second to figure that out while the most logical thinkers had to bite the dust?
I need to live life some more! On second thought, I'd rather not be on the path to become an alcoholic vegetable.
Now, with it being known that they are living in a dream, all that is left to ask is, whose dream are they all in?
It's obviously not me, Miss Sakura, or the missing Shinobu or Ryunosuke. We exclude Mr. and Mrs. Moribushi because having so many people in their house inconveniences them. Clearly it's not you either, Moribushi. When we exclude Ten, her pet piglet, and Ryunosuke's father, who's now without his only son, we're left with 5 people. Megane and company are enjoying living under the same roof with Lum, but the problem is that all 4 of them are together, which leaves...
Lum, This is Lum's dream. Well, since it has now come to my mind, the principal did remind me of this earlier.
As you can see, we've had our eye on you for some time now, Mr. Anderson.
Even though it's all coming together, Sakura still suspects that there's a third party pulling the strings behind the dream to make it possible.
Oh yeah, that's right!
What are you so pleased about? I'm talking about you, Moroboshi.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Come on out!
Hey, hold it! The star makes his entrance! Thank you! What the heck is that?
Did you think upon receiving my letter that he would wait until dark?
I went to see Sakura right after I got it! At noon!
The culprit is cornered, and it is revealed to be Muzaki, a dream demon who has been said to be notorious for influencing very infamous people to change from good to bad, and he reasons that he may have done that, but he only wants to finally find a good dream that won't turn into a nightmare like the many other dreams he dealt with before.
Muzaki is actually an interesting character because he may be painted as the protagonist since he's the one who put everyone together to Lum's dream without their consent, but still, he's only doing it to make one last good Lum dream.
And he even shows a flashback of meeting Lum at an aquarium where she makes the same wish from the first act, showing he's doing this to make her happy too. He's not really the villain Sakura made him out to be, but he only wants his last job to be one to remember forever. But that sort of went to naught when he traps her in Mendao. We also get to see that it was he who trapped the others who went missing by placing them in their own happy dreams, say except for one smart horn dog of a student. Oh, no wait, he does get his perfect dream too by forcing a deal with Muzaki.
I've looked and I don't see Lum anywhere! Where is she?
What? What did you just say?
Okay, listen up! I'm in love with Lum, just like all the other girls!
Oh man, that's a franchise's signature character development at work again! And I love it! Muzaki can't obey Ataru's wish, and so he then sets out to destroy the dream by blowing a horn that calls on Ten's pet piglet.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that he got a piglet from a stranger earlier, but really, you almost forgot that I was there to begin with.
And then, there's only one thing to say about what happens next. Piglet just went on double steroids! Ataru and Muzaki end up getting sucked with the dream, and he wakes up from the dream.
No, this does not warrant a freak out over the much-hated waking up from a dream plot point because they already established beforehand that they are in a dream.
Nothing ridiculous about it. I told you I wouldn't let you go. You're the only one who will never escape.
What? He's there? It's still a dream?
Ataru! Ataru!
Oh, he's finally going to wake up? Huh? It's the beginning of the series again? With Ataru playing tag with Lum, but he loses now? Okay, definitely a dream, so he has to wake up now. Or no, let's make it Frankenstein for no reason, and he takes off his mask and charges over Muzaki. Ah, what the hell? It's the future, but Lum is dead, and it's only a set Muzaki build, and now they're writing DNA strands while contemplating on the contents of dreams and reality.
Ah, my brain is doing multiple barrel rolls in my skull! Make it stop! Make it stop, Mamoru!
Facing a very nice ultimatum in order to get back to reality, Ataru comes face to face with a young Lum and falls to Earth, having to only say her name so he may wake up.
Ran! Oyuki! Benton! Shinobu! Misakura! Ryoko! Otama! Ryu! Gitaru's nanny! The flower shop girl! The dolphin girl! Mother! Lum! Go! Lum? That was a dream. Huh?
Too true. Keeping up with those two takes more effort than normal.
And that concludes Urusei Yatsura 2, Beautiful Dreamer. If I like the first movie, then I'm in love with this flick!
I can sort of see how it may be splitting away from the show's true colors, what with it being a bit more serious than from what I've seen in the show. Yet, in my eyes, it still has that same spirit as that it's strange and unusual, but loads of fun to watch. Oh, and what did my man Mamoru go on to do after this? Maybe another project or two here and got some guys' attentions.
I don't know what people are complaining about. I mean, even Rumiko herself was close to rejecting the script for this movie. Though, of course, it is her original work that the film is spinning off from, so she can have her say. But I will now have my say as I will now grade Beautiful Dreamer.
If anything, this is the best story I've ever seen so far in my reviews. The plot twists are original and really catch you off guard. The themes of dreams and reality the characters cover are a welcome change of pace for the film, and all that there's left to say is that it will keep you interested at least. Though there could be some things wrong with it, but that's only if you sit around and think hard about it, so that doesn't really matter much. I give the story an A. Since these are almost the same characters from last time, all I can really say is that this film's English dub voice actor for Ataru, Wayne Grayson, is the best English voice I've ever heard for him. But given this is the only film he ever voices Ataru, it's sad that such potential goes to waste. Otherwise, the English dubbing of this film isn't as bad either, but the Japanese version is still the reigning champ, so go look at that one too when you get the chance. And Mujaki does make a noteworthy contrast to your usual everyday antagonist, it's just that he's not exactly as memorable as the other characters. For characters, I'll mark it with a B. As for being a 1984 anime movie, it is very clean and nice. When it wants to be pleasing with the visuals, it doesn't stray shyly away from it, and it can still survive onto this day since the franchise is the keystone in the history of anime. I wish to give its final look an A. And of course, it shouldn't come as a surprise. I believe that this is the strongest film out of all the Urusei Yatsura flicks because it took chances with trying to take itself more seriously, and this is really a movie I would like to watch over and over and over again. I like it that much. I give emotional response an A. By rounding up all of the grades together into the dream of my bad grade for Beautiful Dreamer, I will make it an A- dream.
That pretty much takes care of it this time. And I don't know how to wrap up this review. Hey Spike, what are you doing right now? They're right there! You won't walk away after me mocking me this time! He walked away! Justice!
What do you want me to do? Land on Cherry's head?
Wish I would have gotten this remote sooner. Anyways, as I was saying, the remote clinged to my back. This is an awesome remote! I mean, just seriously, it just clinged to my back right there. I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, God. Get this remote today. It'll save you from annoying trolls and cling to your back.